What's going on, Falcon fans? Another disappointing loss today with the Atlanta Falcons kicking the bucket to the Carolina Panthers. This is the Benediction. We got you covered. Y'all go ahead and sit back and relax and just bring your problems to the altar. We got a little something for you today. Let's get to it. It's the Benediction. Boy, this is one of the most embarrassing losses. I got to put the damn paper bag over my face for y'all today. This is just one of these losses right here where we got to refer back to the old days of the Falcons just being ass. This was just horrible. This is just horrible at this point, y'all. I'm at this point where, damn it, it's just bad. We lose 30-0 after we put up a hell of a fight against Minnesota. I'm going to bring Nick in here. I'm not even going to get my soliloquy yet. I got to wear a paper bag over my face because of these fools. I'm at this point, bro. I got to do it, dog.
Not the paper bag, right?
Bro, I'm going back to the days of Fulton County Stadium, y'all. Only reason why I got an oversized paper bag is because I got my headphones still on right now. Other than that, it would have been a smaller paper bag.
Yeah.
But this right here is just awful, dog. Look,
man, I don't know.
Look,
what's the word I used the other day, man? Accountability, man. Ain't nobody had none of that out there.
Nick, you said accountability. I said the word was consistency. That was the other word. And
yes,
guess
it was.
What? It was not consistent today at all.
Well, the only thing that was consistent is we was getting our ass whooped. That's the only thing consistent.
Hey, look who done popped up. We got the man that like to have pink slips out. We got Will in the building.
Will, I know you got a couple pink slips.
You know I might hop on, but
you got ready. Look, Nick,
this what I'm about to say. I ain't gonna talk too much, but I ain't gonna rule the show. But Zach got to go. I'm sorry, and it's up to his players too. I can't blame Zach, but I feel like the play calling too vanilla, man. Like you got to get the ball to the right receivers, bro, and they wouldn't get no separation outside of Kyle Pitts. And I feel like overall, bro, if we go. What 1-3 gets Commanders? You know, go ahead clean house, bro. Because I ain't gonna front. If Raheem Morris on at least win 10 games, he out of here.
Hey, Will, I'm with you though. Why we gotta let it get that far? Why we gotta let it get to 1-3 before we make some changes?
But you know what it is. But you know what it is though. I've been like Ryan is historian been saying. It's coaching. They don't prepare, bro. They don't prepare at all. It's like they all get excited and it's like we can lay back. It's Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all know that coach from Syracuse made his team run gashers after a win, bro. We should be out there running gashers right now.
But it's a little different when you talking about grown men that's got mortgages and all that. That's college. You can pull that. But again, when you look at what we have, it's a shame. Now, and here's the sad part. Raheem is from New Jersey, just like freaking Fran Brown that's at Syracuse. Fran is from Camden. He's from Elizabeth. So apparently you already see who got the tough. You see who got the tougher side of it. It's what it is. But we ain't gonna get too crazy into that, man. But to get shut out like that after you have a performance the way that you did, and I said this week. I said, listen, it's a trap game. They have to show up. They have to play at this point. It's what it is. Now I'm gonna tell you the funny part. The funny part for me is this. Didn't nobody want to realize this? Yes, you got to temper expectations for Michael Penix Jr. I get it. I get it. But damn it, this boy couldn't hit beach water right now with a beach ball. He couldn't hit the open ocean with a beach ball today. He was missing everything.
Right, that's gonna happen.
No, that's not all on. No, that's not all on him.
I'm about to say when you got receivers stopping in the middle of their routes.
But Nick, this is where timing comes in at. But here's the other thing too. When he had time today. When the line wasn't getting beat. Now, I'm not putting all that on him. That offensive line got their ass handed to him today. Period.
Sure.
So I'm not even going to sit there and do that. But I'm going to say this here.
Pink slip.
No, but I'm going to say this here. Here's the thing I'm going to throw out here. But when your line gave you time today and you had looks, you got to deliver the football when you can.
You do.
Period.
Getting the ball out
Period.
fast is cool, but you got to be accurate.
Hey, just because he has the highest intelligence in the league and he graduated from Columbia does not make him a smart football coach. Next.
Hold on. Get that up out of here.
I get it. But at this point, all you can do is just laugh. That's all you can do is laugh at this point because it was bad all the way around. It wasn't just offensively. Special teams was horrible today. Defense was bad today. You didn't see guys rallying to the ball. Hey, K-Dub, we can't see you, bro. Try to drop out and come back. There we go. His camera wasn't working. Now it's working. So all I'm saying is, look, all I'm saying is this. After an ass whipping like that, I got to conceal my face with a paper bag right now. That was embarrassing. Like, you beat a playoff team last week the way that you did, and you come out here and you lay an egg, offensively and defensively, period. And then your new kicker, it was a bad omen from the jump. He missed the first kick when he had a chip shot. He missed 2 today, but the first shot he should have made. He just literally just missed everything. So at this point, what can you do? What can you do to fix
this? Man, blow it up and start over again.
Because next week, the tape, man. Next week, that's it.
Next week, look, because next week, no, we not finna flush the tape just yet because they got to catch this smoke.
I'm about to say,
no, I'm not saying catch all the smoke. They gonna catch all the smoke today. No, they gonna catch all the smoke.
Hey, we know you be riding for Michael Penix though, so we get why.
No, wait, Nick. I got to stop you on that.
No. That's why I came on. I want to come on. I want to come on and say he did deserve to sit down today because he was rattled. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still with him. I'll be in there next week to go root him on. It is what it is, man. It's a tough day in the NFL. Nobody looked good, really, all the way across the board, from offensive coordinator, from head coaching, to the receivers, to the offensive line. Nobody really had a great game, especially him. I mean, he didn't make it any better throwing a pick six and another pick. So, like I say, you don't have good games and bad games in the NFL. I've seen Brett Favre and Hall of Famers throw 5-6 interceptions. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And you know, my guy didn't have a good game. I got to stand on here and own it. I'm at work. I'm going to get off. But I had to just come on here and say that. Love y'all.
Now, the difference is he threw that in there with Brett Favre, but the difference is this. Favre or whatnot also threw touchdowns, and he also delivered the football. That was the difference, even when he played bad as a rookie.
But when he went to Green Bay,
think about it. He went to Green Bay and was balling with Sterling Sharp. It is what it is. But I had to break out the paper bag for everybody to remind y'all this is still in our history, y'all. We ain't too far away from a damn paper bag over the face. That's why I started with one. Now, Penix has a chance to fix this year, but again, Zach Robinson is the problem. Zach Robinson is the problem. Period. There's no way that you have this many weapons and you at least can't even put 7 on the board. That's a problem.
He didn't score a touchdown last week either.
Man,
offense didn't score a touchdown last week either.
Yeah, they did.
You know what, Ryan?
Well, yeah, they did. Late. Yeah,
hey, Ryan, I can't.
That was a gift. That was a Christmas gift.
Hold on, what you got, Rich?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know why I ain't mad about this game as everybody else? Because I told somebody, I forgot who it was, or I either said it on my podcast, till we get out that shotgun and that pistol 99% of the time. That's what your game gonna look like because you become predictable because it ain't but so many ways you can hand the ball off or run out of the shotgun. It ain't so many ways you can hand the ball off or run out of the pistol. You may have to put them under center. You may have to run some 22, some 12, some. You're not even mixing it up to the point I'm calling you out on the screen. Charlie Warner to the left. Oh, Algier running to the left.
And if you can see it, imagine the coordinators can see it.
Exactly.
So the defense can see it too. Because you got to remember these are all professionals. And I said, because I come in there on the mark, either on the mark or Larry, one of them two, Dixon Way. And I said, until we get out that shotgun and that pistol, that shit gonna be the death for us.
But this is
Because
what. But Rich, I've been saying this since day one, bro. I've been saying this since day one. I said it on the show last week. Everybody that tuned in can attest to that because I've been preaching. Get out of the pistol. I've been saying high formation. I've been saying pro set. I've been saying freaking split backfield. You got two guys that they can't prepare for. You have to understand that you have to put the ball in other folks' hands. Bijan is not your only option. He is not your only option. You didn't even use Kyle Pitts as much as you should have today. And when you threw to him, they knew you were going to throw to him.
That's what I was going to say about that pick. See, what y'all didn't see with that pick is it would have been a pick anyway, no matter who threw it. Because at the time we threw it, we had the throw. That's my point.
But here's the crazy part, man.
They knew you had to throw the ball. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit in quarters on my back end. Everybody in coverage. I'm only rushing 2. That's when you rush that 2-4-5.
But that O-line got whipped today. That O-line got whipped. So
the whole team got whipped today.
So it's gonna be C-Dub, Graybeard, move it to John so everybody can get their opening soliloquies out, and then we gonna break this thing down unless somebody else come up in here. So C-Dub, man, what you got? Because I already know which direction you finna go. I'm gonna sit back and let you have it.
Oh, thank you, Ryan. Thank you. I'll take that ball right now. First of all, this is classic Falcon football. You go up, you show people, hey, look, we got it all put together. Hey, look, our defense is actually legit. Hey, look, we can take advantage of a team. And then you show up like after reading press clippings all goddamn week and having Raheem, fluff everyone's pillows, and nobody showed up. It was just a bunch of stiffs out there on the field. And Zach Robinson, dude, stop reading Lord of the Rings trilogies. We just need a play call and let's move the ball quicker. Stop with the pistol. I love Bijan, but he'll start using the other guys. I mean, it's how they do formations in Madden or most popular play. I guess Zach Robinson has it as Bijan, and then everyone else. I swear to God, that's how he has it. And it's predictable. We look like a bunch of just nothing. Like, what was it? I was listening to Mark. He's calling it before the snap happens. We're not even getting the ball out till 2 seconds. And for everyone telling me, well, off season, or during the training camp, they were really expert, doing their keys ins on the defense and making sure you were precise in. Dude, we look like we never played defense in our lifetime. I mean, I've never seen, or not defense, offense. Sorry. Defense, I thought was okay until we started going for until the fourth quarter, and then you were having to deal with all the stuff you were doing.
Hey, C-Dub, the defense was just as ass as the offense. Let's keep that a buck. They were just as bad.
No, that's fair. No. When you get beat by 30-0, there's no good sticker award. You don't get a Gold Star. Let's keep it a buck. Everybody gets an ass too.
So wait a minute. So I'm gonna let Graybeard go ahead and do this, but before I let Graybeard go, I'm gonna pull this up for the folks. And C-Dub, we're gonna let you go off some more on Raheem, but we want to get everybody's opening statements, and then we're gonna break this thing down. Brian Finneran, former Falcon player. This is embarrassing. This is just awful. The worst offensive game plan I've ever seen. Check downs blindly thrown to pick six. Run game totally ignored. Drop passes, overthrows, underthrows, bad reads, screens that don't work. Kickoff returner can't catch. Just awful. Now that's Brian Finneran saying that. Now I just put that on.
Yeah.
I just put that. Here's the thing. I just put this on. I don't know what the hell. There we go. I just put this on. So if you got Brian Finneran saying that, Brian Finneran on his social media, that's awful. Graybeard, what you got? And then we got John the Cricket Deacon.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'll check it back in.
We're going to be on for a minute, so you might as well go ahead and come back.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on too long because I'm about to go eat my dinner and enjoy the rest of my evening.
You still got an appetite after that?
Man, I ain't eating nothing all day. Damn right I got an appetite. But here's what I have to think. Trash. From the start of the game, you felt something was off of this team. We moved the ball the way we should. Field goal kicker. Cool, and we're laughing at us right now. Don't blame them. It's just we lost in all three phases of football. All three. We got a turnover today. Couldn't convert. Got back in the field goal range. Missed it right. We couldn't tackle. Dak Robinson in the prep school level play calling is not working. It takes too long for wide receivers to break out of their route, for the route to develop, to even try to get the ball downfield. People have been saying it for months now, and it just have not been no type of correction. We play under pistol entirely too long, and we're not changing it up. So, of course, unfortunately, we all have taken L because first and foremost, our score prediction predicted us to at least score 8 points. We didn't score anything. 0, goose egg, to yet again an 0-2 team who is now 1-2. We're 0-2 in this division. We have a tall mountain to climb to even try to win this division. So yeah, we are an embarrassment to this city. An embarrassment. Everything that we talked about from the beginning of training rank, beginning of training camp was one word. You said it, historian. Coach Cam don't said it. The Black Street Wall Street said it. Consistency. Can this team be consistent every week? And we do.
Can you say that again, please? Because it was a lot of people that said I rained on the parade of the Falcons when I spoke truth. And we had people in the chat. We had tons of folks that were saying that I'm a negative Nancy. But what was that word again?
Consistency.
And what have we seen so far?
Inconsistency.
So that's why I said hands down, they got to show us more so than tell us. Don't leave just yet. We're going to let John get his quick soliloquy in, and then we're going to talk more about this game. And we're actually going to have folks coming in as well. We just don't have anyone. Everybody's sitting there chilling, trying to calm their nerves right now. But y'all are the first brave souls to slide in here and to start to critique the Falcons. John, what you got, man?
I'm still going to take me a shot.
I'm trying very hard and to remember what time it is.
Trash.
Because if it was 10 o'clock on Wednesday night, it would have been just filled with invectives, and I would have been cussing folk like they had a tail. This was a total breakdown. Sometimes your car have a flat. Sometimes the alternator go out. Sometimes, your power steering belt break. But the entire freaking car it looked like the end of the Blues Brothers chase right in front of the Daily Plaza, where the car just boom. This was ridiculous, and you could justify firing every round in from the water boy all the way up to the owner for putting for Fox Sports having to broadcast this crap.
Trash.
Man, Zach Robinson, now this is the second week in a row about getting plays down to Michael Penix. They keep talking about, well, there's something wrong with his helmet. Well, there's something wrong with it. Really? Is that the story you're going with? Is that the story you're going with?
Because what is that process? How did they get the plays on?
Well, see, we'll go into that just a little bit later. Because see, thing was, now my idea last week isn't so far-fetched now, is it, gentlemen?
No, not
putting that 92-inch TV down there so he can have his round rear end down there, right there with the quarterback. And after they benched Michael Penix, they left that man on the bench by himself. They had the camera on him, showing him by himself. Now that's the time when somebody needs to be over there and hey, you know, just trying to keep his spirits up, building him up so he don't kill himself over there, because he did mess up. But it was because they did not do what I had been saying to do. Short passes, getting the ball out the man's hand, going underneath, creating something out of nothing. You're standing back there waiting for pass plays to develop. And once Carolina found out and saw what the check down was, man waiting right over there, because Michael Penix was so quick on the draw to throw to the check down 20 yards away from you to the side. I would rather you throw. See me, if you're going to throw an interception, throw a long one, because that's the same as a punt. You got the field and 11 players to stop you from bringing it all the way back. But if you throw an interception to the side there, there's nobody behind you.
John,
I'm just, man, I can't even find the words. I can't find the words.
John, here's the bad part. Now, you said somebody should have been over there trying to check on him, making sure he didn't kill himself. Here's my thing, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest about it. If Warren Moon can survive it, James Shaq Harris can survive it, all those quarterbacks, Jefferson Street, Joe Gilliam can survive that, and this ain't the time where he got to worry about people threatening to hang him or whatnot and do stuff to him like those quarterbacks had to deal with. He can survive being by himself. He ain't gonna kill himself. He don't have nobody threatening his life right now. He don't. He'll be all right. But if those quarterbacks can survive it, him sitting his happy ass on the bench definitely can survive. Trust me when I say this. I love Penix, but I'm not gonna sit there and coddle him. Like, hell no. You played bad today.
No, bad.
Play like
Grave.
No, and I'm not
saying trash.
And the O-line got bullied today. Let's keep
and
that.
Don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand.
The whole team got
thing is that he now Warren Moon, when he came with the Oilers or whatever, this man was already a pro, had years of experience under his belt.
He had less than 10. He had about 6 years in the Canadian leagues with 5 Grey Cups, but he also had talent around him, and he also had his head coach, that Hugh Campbell, who took over for the Oilers, was his quarterback coach and OC, and actually understood how to call an offense. That's and see
and there we go. That's my problem right there.
And
this Zach Robinson, man. Hey, this was ridiculous. Zach Robinson was horrific today. This was horrific today.
But here's the thing. This is what I want to keep putting out, because we talking about the quarterback and the OC. When are we going to put some blame on the damn offensive line today? When are we going to talk about the boys up front that got bullied in the trenches, who literally had the NFC literally on notice with what we did last week to Minnesota? When are we going to start talking about this offensive line not being able to pass protect? This has been a problem for more than 4 years. Am I lying, Rich?
Nope. We look like a fluke.
But that's why I said, can we even get out of the pistol and shotgun? Does he see? People sort of got upset with me when I said Zach Robinson don't trust that O-line, but could that be the reason why we in pistol and shotgun? Because he don't trust the play action with this line. I don't really know, but your play calls suck. And they're not creative. I was calling your plays from the couch, literally before they did it.
Oh,
Like you said, the defenses
Tyler
can do the same
Algier
thing.
sitting to his left side. They gonna run it. They gonna run it to the same side. They ain't even gonna switch it up. You know,
and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
The thing is, that's why I said the shotgun and pistol gonna be the death of us. You know why? Because those are two playbooks where you have to let routes develop. See, that's what I'm saying. It goes back to just the scheme in itself. Because think about the shotgun and the pistol. Most of those, he trying to throw to the side, right? But the shotgun and the pistol is for the vertical game. You learn that from college. If one thing Oregon play is that vertical game. That's why they got speed all up and down in their offense. But what you're doing is you're staying in that. You're not, it's no problem with using it. I don't have a problem with you using either one of them schemes, but you're going to tell me we can't do no power, no I formation, no split backs, no bunches, no nothing. Like, where's the creativity in the scheme?
But here's the thing, you keep missing this. You're putting this out here, but you keep missing this, bro. You cannot function like that if your offensive line can't even block. We couldn't even run block today. So let alone you sitting here saying about, I get what you're saying about the scheme, but how can you do it when your offensive line has been getting bullied all day in run blocking and pass blocking? There was no answer. So no matter what we did, we were going to be wrong at that. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you wrong, bro, but just think about it, bro. Everybody keep talking about everything else. The O-line is the problem.
No, that's what I'm saying. Does he trust? See, that's why I say I don't even know if I can blame Zach Robinson fully.
No, he getting blamed.
He's to blame. But what I'm saying is, if I know, see, I knew it was sort of messed up when we got our backup to the backup. See, we messed up because we got our backup to the backup. So does that limit your scheme as to where you have to keep everything tight? You have to really be in pistol and shotgun and try to keep the field in front of you, since there's no real blindsiding those two sides.
But see, this is the thing though, King. If your offensive line is getting killed, you got to get that ball out of your hands.
Exactly.
You got to get the ball out of your hands to someone in front of you. And see, with your check downs, every time we check down, the check down is over here. Check down is over there. All right. Nobody in front of you. No running back just sitting there waiting on the check down right directly in front of you. All right. No wide receivers coming across the middle on drags. We didn't throw a slant all day.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's definitely on the offensive coordinator not designing an offense to help the offensive line out. You didn't roll. It's ridiculous.
You can't help the offensive line if they can't pass protect. This is what I need y'all to get. And I've been saying this, but y'all still refuse to listen to me when I say this. Been saying this as long as I had started this BirdCage. The reason why we struggle is because we don't have good offensive linemen here that can pass protect. If they already know what we're doing, the Carolina Panthers, our rivals who play us twice a year, and let's be honest, they know us like the back of their hand. It's like we know them. They know that we want to run the ball and establish dominance. Guess what they did? They loaded the box and they said, all right, let's make Penix beat us. And guess what? Pass protection has been horrible since Matt Ryan was here. Don't nobody want to talk about that, but this is the issue. We've been bad since Matt Ryan has been here. Luckily, he was able to get the numbers he got when the offensive line was horrible at pass protection. You can't pass protect if you can't run block. You can't run block. And if you can't run block, you're not going to control the trenches. You can't control the trenches. Your quarterback is not going to be able to have a good day, no matter who it is.
Now, the problem with that, and see, that's where we disagree. Because now, like last week, They timed Michael Penix at a minute, a second, 1.97 seconds to time to throw, and they timed him at 2.66 seconds time to throw. He had 2 seconds to throw.
How many times did he get hit, John?
In many occasions,
if we gonna play the numbers game, let's do this, John. Because see, I'm gonna tell you, just like Prime say, when he first started,
I got time today.
I got time today, just like Prime.
Okay, and see, I've got what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a look at this game, and I'm going to have to go over it because, see, you know, I can't really expound on it.
But I'm talking about last week. You went over last week, but
no, I'm talking about this one.
Okay,
this one. I'm waiting for this one. I'm waiting for this one to get loaded up. I'm waiting on this one to get loaded up.
But you started with the Minnesota game, and you started talking about it. Let's be honest. Penix was sacked 3 times in that game last week. Outside of him being sacked 3 times in that game, he was hit more than anything. And I said in the Tampa Bay game that we lost, I said, you have to stop letting him take shots the way that he's taking. That's the problem.
I agree with that.
And this is what I'm getting at. I get what you're saying about the 2 seconds, but here's the thing. If your O-line can't even hold up for 1 sec, where he has a chance to even be able to go through his progressions, that right there is going to hurt him. Now, as for what it is, I'm not making no excuse for it. The problem is this. The problem is we couldn't control the line of scrimmage offensively or defensively today. And that is why we lost the game. It wasn't just because of the bad quarterback play. It wasn't just because of the fact that we couldn't do this. The issue is this. If you can't control the trenches, the line of scrimmage, you don't win football games. That's basic football 101. Basic football 101. And if you can't understand controlling the line of scrimmage and winning ball games, the hell are you out there for? You're pretty much a punching bag at that point. And today, we were punching bags. We couldn't stop the run. We literally was getting gutted by Chuba Hubbard today. Let's talk about it. The defense was missing too many tackles. We keep talking about let's be real.
We definitely were not wrapping up. We wasn't wrapping up. We wasn't hitting people. Man, it was ridiculous.
John, the defense does not get a pass because see, I know
they don't. They don't.
I know you're the offensive specialist, but here's the thing. We gave up more than 21 points on defense today. Penix just threw a pick 6, so he only gave up 6 points. He gave up 6. We gave up 24 points on this defense today. 24 points.
Yep.
And when you look at it, we couldn't tackle. We couldn't do this. It's what it is. The whole team did not execute at all. Man, wait a minute. Hey, Charisma, if you actually are listening to what I'm saying, nobody's making excuses for this team. I'm actually calling them out. I need you to open your ears and listen a little bit better, partner. Now, let's get back to it. Red been waiting there patiently, but this is what I don't get. Now, everybody is saying, and no one, and here's the thing, you just came in, Charisma, and John, have I been making excuses for this team?
No.
Okay, thank you. So if you're gonna call me out on something and be accurate about what you're calling me out on. I don't mind being corrected, but I've been sitting here talking about the whole team from the kicker and everywhere else. Your ears aren't open because you literally just said stop making excuses for the Falcons. I haven't made one excuse for this team.
No excuses have been made. It's a situation. Yeah, and no excuses have been made. This, there is no way to excuse.
But I got time today. If you want some of this smoke, you can get it too today.
Yeah,
that's my cousin, y'all. I love my cousin. That's my dog.
But I've got to watch this.
Brother, you saying you'll call me later in person. I got stuff I got to do later on today. So if you want this now, you can holler at me right now on the show. Because you're not gonna call me out on the platform and just tuck tail. We don't do that here. Call me out, stand in the paint. If you gonna call me out.
Hey, Ryan, what your cousin trying to do? Chunk a rock and hide his hand.
That's pretty much what he doing.
Yeah, and that's family. That's family.
So I'm gonna let you know this. If I come after my own family like that, y'all already know I have no problem with that. You're saying what? your ears are open. Okay. The thing is this, cuz I haven't been making any jokes about anything that's been going on. I've actually called out all the horrible play that we've had. There have been no excuses on my end. That's what I'm saying. I've never made any excuses when it came to the team.
This
We've
is
all
bad.
talked about this. It's been bad.
Man, this is bad.
It's been bad. I'm not saying anything bad, but what I'm saying is I didn't make any excuses about this team. I called out everything that was bad, and then even during the week, I said it has to be consistent that we keep the momentum going and have to build upon what we did Sunday night. One game, as I said, is you're a prisoner of the moment. You can't be a prisoner of the moment. Okay, that's cool that your stats are coming or whatnot, but again, if you want to step off into the deep end, be my guest. Come on in. Red, what you got, man?
30-0 though.
Like you say, man, when you get beat down like that, ain't really nothing too much to say. I mean, ain't really heard nothing that's been wrong. You're pretty much right. O-line, I mean, like I say, we just laid an egg up in Carolina, man. We lost all the momentum we built up from week 2. I know it was a division game, but we just look bad, around the dial. I mean, I know that, but to me, the defense, they didn't play. They played uncharacteristic today. They still only gave up 224 points. Phoenix pretty much had the worst game of his career today.
Ooh.
I mean, Zach Robinson. Well, you can expect the criticism to keep coming your way. Deserved, not deserved. At this point, it don't even matter. They're gonna come regardless. I'm not really on Raheem like that too much today. Cause like I say, penalty wise, we only really had 3 penalties for 23 yards. I mean, this game really, the most of the mistakes was made on the offensive side. I mean, I really don't know what you expected Raheem to do unless you want him to go up there and take the head away from Zach Robinson on the spot. It really was nothing he was gonna be able to do. To stop this train from crashing today. So,
hey, don't worry. I'm coming back on the screen. I'm just fixing something real quick. StreamYard is being StreamYard, as we would always say, y'all. So I'm still here.
But Red, for me, man, it's the fact that I'm building on what you had. We had momentum. We were going prime time Sunday night football and put on a absolute display of defensive presence that, hey, we're coming, we're here. And then to turn around and play an afternoon game where you lay a goose egg and get a 0-2 scrappy Carolina team. To me, it goes back to what we said at the beginning of training camp, the beginning of our season. Can this team be consistent week after week after we got a good win? And we can't. We were 5 for 5 for field goal. Now we 0 for 2. Now we're 0-2 in field goal. We can't stop a head coach. Defense getting ran over. We had 1 sack today, 1 turnover on special teams. Special team was atrocious. Punt returner can't hold on to the ball. We just did not win the field advantage or whatever. It just, we were so unprepared. Any other coach in this position would have got fired. That's how bad we look on all 3 phases of football. We drank too much of the Kool-Aid of us being a possible playoff team, and that Kool-Aid was sour as hell. And now look at them. 0-2 in the division.
I don't really know. You can't really call them about a playoff team after 2 or 3 games.
They said we were going to a cusp of being a potential playoff team to look out for. After this game,
we read our own press. We read too much of our own press.
John, I said this earlier, man. Me and Rich talked about this from the jump too the other day. And Rich, you can attest to this. We said hands down, the worst thing that they could do was win the way that they did, and these guys come out and they're not prepared.
Come on, coach.
We got Coach Cam.
Come on, coach. Hey, coach.
Come on.
Hey, coach. Me and you can go half on that 92-inch big screen for the field now. you remember what I said last week now? Now, coach, 2 weeks in a row, you can't get plays down on the field. He froze. Did coach freeze?
No.
Nah, he's still there. He ain't freeze.
Oh, that must be me.
Oh, hold on. I got my cousin coming through. Let's go.
Yes.
What up?
What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's good?
I'm at work right now. I couldn't really, but first off, hold tight, cuz. First off, I'm not saying I was saying when I said make excuses. When I'm saying stop making excuses about the Falcons in that way, I'm saying like we got to stop making excuses for them.
Okay.
And, you know, he threw the pick six. The defense couldn't hold care. We talking about Carolina. They not that good.
No.
They not that good.
No.
They all right.
No.
They not like a Buccaneers defense. They awful. That's my whole point. That's the point I'm making. They awful when it comes to defense. They not like the Bucs far as in the division with the Falcons. And it's like I'm not understanding. And then the kicking situation, I don't understand what's going on, bro. It's almost like a coup. It's like they coming. It's like
literally a coup.
Just say it. Just say it.
Okay.
Because you saying you saying what I said last week when everybody was jumping on there, and I told folks, I said, don't be a prisoner of the moment.
Right.
I said you gotta let this man understand what it feels like to have pressure on him, because we saw Koo kicking pressure situation. Now Koo started screwing up later. Now we have to call a spade.
And that shocked me because he was like the greatest kicker ever. I mean, he was almost like Matt Bryan, but a little better. And he just started losing. Like ever since his shoes got stolen, he lost his mind. I don't know what happened. When they broke in that car and stole that man's shoes, he lost everything. I don't understand.
Now that part I'll ride with you on. Now the part about him being like Money Matt, I can't say that.
No, I'm saying when he was really good. No, he couldn't miss it.
When he first started, we said he has the possibility of being in that category. But Matt was doing it for the Giants. We got to remember.
Oh I'm not saying I'm not saying he's like. I'm not saying he's Matt. I'm not saying he's up there with Matt, but he was getting there. He wasn't missing it. I'm like, this dude is a good kicker. I say at least the Falcons keep good kickers. I always just say that. We keep good kickers.
Now we don't.
I don't know what happened.
Our kickers work. Our kickers get put to work. It's the one that we ain't tried a 75-yard kick, and the man leg gonna fly off right behind the ball up between the uprights.
Matt Bryan will do it. He used to kick stuff like that. No problem.
Yeah.
No.
But,
he did it in the playoffs too for us. Koo ain't really did it in no real.
No, he ain't really do it. You right about that. You damn right about that.
But here's the bad part. Now you just mentioned this or whatever. Here's the bad part. It was the thing I got pissed about was I saw what my defense looks like when we're in attack mode. Right. I saw what we look like. I saw that we went after a top 10 offense in the NFL. I saw how we game plan to stop them. And you come home, you go literally right up the road into Carolina. And now here's the thing. Bryce Young is a talented quarterback. You can't take nothing away from him. The kid been like that since he was at Alabama. Reason he was a Heisman Trophy winner. He was nice. But you can't put yourself in positions to win the division and you lose to teams that you're supposed to beat. And the biggest
team that we own them.
It's not even that, cuz think about this. Really. Every time we actually own the series, Red, we actually got more wins than them in the series. We still own it, but double-digit wins too. But remember this, y'all. The problem that we've had, and Red, you can jump in on this. Here's the issue that we've had when it comes to this team, outside of the inconsistency. The problem is when you look at this offense with the weapons that we have. Hey, Rich, whenever you want to come back, you can come back on. We're going to be on for a little bit. The weapons that we have, we're not using them. We're not using them. They're trying to make this one-dimensional offense.
They running Robinson to the ground. They running that man to the ground. It's almost every time our offense come out there, they know exactly what we do. Like they psychic. Oh, they gonna let them run. Oh, they gonna let.
And this is why we said this is why we said you got to feed Ty. Think about it. Tyler Algier is a back that does not get used like that.
Nope.
And the problem is this. You got to take some of those carries off of Bijan's legs because eventually them legs start to wear down.
Yep.
People don't think about that, but running backs have X amount of carries. And if you and Texas already had wore him down into the ground when he was at Texas. Think about it. He was literally carrying the ball 20, 30 times a game at Texas. That adds up. And now you're talking about in the NFL doing this? Nah, man. But Coach Cam, what you got? Cuz I know I'm gonna let you pop it one more time, but I gotta let Coach Cam go. He's been waiting patiently. Cam, what you got, man?
Man, get there.
It's three simple things, honestly. Number one, we got to get out of this terrible ass pistol offense.
Yes.
Even on the high school level, the pistol offense is probably one of the worst offenses to be ran unless you have the actual athletes and the offensive line to run it. We don't have that. We have backup guys in there and guys who don't actually block or know their assignment. Number two, for whatever reason, Zach Robinson is still having issues getting his plays to the field. There's a real issue with that. And I honestly believe that this is something that we're going to have to address sooner rather than later. Because if this is what we're getting 4 games into the season, I don't want to see what it looks like later down the road.
For real.
And number 3, the biggest thing for me, because I do coach the defensive side of the ball, the defense is so inconsistent that I'm not sure what team is there at this point. They're
what I'm saying,
Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, or however you want to say it. I don't know the exact wording of it, but that's exactly who they are. One week they're world beaters, and then the next they get laid down.
The loss and
you
the
know what I'm saying?
sauce.
So I love Raheem, I do, and I want to see him get a fair shake. But at this point, this is the second season in which he's refusing to do what needs to be done for this football team. You saw that Penix wasn't playing up to par from last week up until this week. You still have a $50 to $80 million quarterback sitting on the bench that you could have put in at any point, and you should have put him in there. I mean, I love MPJ just like the next man. I love Michael Penix Jr., but the man's been off since last week. And why are we still forcing this man to try to take it somewhere when he clearly don't have it right now? So this is more so on Raheem than anything else. Like, again, we're looking at this man saying, you had issues with timeouts. You took unnecessary timeouts last week. This week, you didn't use your timeouts, or you used them in unsavory positions. And now you still have Michael Penix on two consecutive pick sixes. No, it's not going to blow his confidence at this. It's not going to blow his confidence because here's the thing. You need to sit him down so that he can evaluate his performance. It's not going to shake his confidence. If he's not playing up to par and the game was still relatively close, that's when you put the next guy in to see if he can spark something that the offense was obviously lacking. So it's not that we're going to blow his confidence. He's only played 7 games so far in his career. That's not going to take away his confidence. He played 4 games last year, 3 games so far this year. That's 7 total games. He hasn't even played a full season yet. Nope. So he's still going to make those rookie mistakes. I'm not holding the pick sixes against him.
You got to learn.
He's still a rookie in my eyes. He's still a rookie. He's going to make those rookie mistakes.
Yeah, they could have threw Kirk
But
Cousins in
Raheem
there.
has been in this league far too long to be making rookie mistakes. I'm sorry. He's making rookie mistakes, and with rookie mistakes come issues from a higher level that needs to be addressed. So either one or two things is going to happen. We're going to get rid of Zach Robinson, who I said we should have got rid of last year.
I was with you, Coach.
Raheem has got to go, and we have to bring in someone who knows when to pull the trigger on benching someone or bringing someone into the game. Because
Coach, can I make it real simple for you? Can I make it real simple for you? Because look, ain't no need to get hostile about it, but I call it for what it is. Raheem, it's not Raheem that need to make the decision. I'm gonna tell you who need to make the decision. It's Terry Fontenot at this point, because guess what? You brought Raheem in. You let him bring in that staff. You got to make that decision at this point, because now it's looking like you've built this team. You built this team. You brought in a ton of great talent on this team. But you got a head coach that does not understand what he has on this team, because you look at what he brought in for assistants. Let's be honest.
No, he ain't brought no veterans. He ain't brought no veterans.
Zach Robinson should have never been brought in.
Nope.
I'm gonna tell you a guy that should have been brought in. It might sound crazy, but guess what? You had a chance to bring in Byron Leftwich, a man who won the Super Bowl with Tampa, a man that understands how to call an offense, a man that was a quarterback in the NFL, a starting quarterback.
And I'm gonna say this:
Zach Robinson was a clipboard holder. If you want to be honest,
there's also offensive coordinator that me, you, and our alumni BirdCage brother, Scoop, Clint Kubiak. He was sitting in the wings, waiting to be brought in. This Atlanta was his first choice, and we went with Zach Robinson. Seriously,
Man,
someone that he knew as an assistant because he was on the Rams staff. So you went with familiarity over
experience,
consistency, winning ability, and football intelligence when it comes to the game of football. Knowing when certain players are going to work, down in distance, and knowing how to utilize your talent in positions where they are going to succeed. As much as I'm not a fan of Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts has been underutilized in this offense for the last 2 seasons.
I agree.
If I'm correct, I didn't watch the full game. I got to watch bits and pieces.
Not talking about years.
There were times where Kyle Pitts is wide open and we never looked in his direction. How is that possible? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Coaching.
So
it's coaching,
man. Are we going to just
coaching.
have him here as the decoy? Or are we actually going to let that man use his 6'7", 6'8" frame to play one-on-one with a linebacker who's not strong enough to play him, or a cornerback who's not fast enough to keep up with him? It's one of the two things. You have to start featuring this man. And secondly, we have to start featuring Tyler Algier more. We are going to run Bijan into the ground. We've seen this happen already with Atlanta. We've seen it with Michael Turner.
Not just him. I got to run it back. No, but here's the thing: they didn't run Warwick into the ground. Warwick had mileage when he came in from Tampa. Now I'm gonna give you a running back that got run into the ground. 2 of them before they came here. Steven Jackson was one. The Rams ran him into the ground when we got him. Todd Gurley got run into the ground when we got him. So if we gonna be honest or whatever, you got to just call a spade a spade. We've run guys into the ground, but we've gotten guys that were running to the ground. You know, Turner was fresh when he got here from San Diego, because it was him, it was LaDainian Tomlinson, Darren Sproles, and then you had Michael Turner, who was the third stringer who had tread on the tires. But man, it's bad. What you got, John? Because I already see you.
Hey. What didn't both of those running backs that we just talked about come from the Rams?
Unfortunately,
they did.
Unfortunately, they did. They ran him into the ground, John. Think about that.
And and Todd Gurley was in whose offense?
He was in that McVay offense.
See.
Actually, I'll take that back. He started off in Coach Jeff Fisher's offense.
Okay, yeah. He started, but he came
McVay got him, and then ran him into the ground.
He came from that. And see, this is the thing. In order to fix an offense, cause see, this is man. I'm thinking around cuss words. See, that's the reason why I can't talk. I'm thinking around cuss words because it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it is not 10:30 at night where I will be cussing like a sailor on leave that didn't get a deal in the bar. Man, let me tell you something. An experienced offensive coordinator, and this is a mantra of mine, if you have a young quarterback coming up, if you're trying to install an offense, You need an experienced offensive coordinator that can tell you what's wrong and that can remedy what's wrong. They can put together an offense to cure what's wrong. You got the offensive coordinator and the quarterback on the job training. Both of them on the job training.
You ain't lying.
I said, now, hell no. Come on, man. And we got to ride this freaking roller coaster with these people and sit up here. And the crazy part about it, we diagnosing stuff before it happened. We are coming up with solutions before they happen. And we looking, and that was stupid. That's the first thing we said. That was damn stupid.
Hey,
Smoking
John,
mirrors.
hey,
It's
hold
smoking
up.
mirrors.
I want Red to answer this one for me because I already see where this going because Red is animated over there. Now, I'm gonna let everybody comment on this.
So I gotta get ready to head to the job. So
All right.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
I'm gonna see y'all.
Charisma.
I'll be watching them.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Charisma. Hey, man, shout out to my man Charisma. He over there doing his thing. West Side veteran bankhead, to be exact. Shout out to my big cuz doing his thing over there. We go back and forth all the time, man. So there ain't nothing but love when we was arguing. That's just love.
You got to show the love.
Yeah. But here's what Mark Raimondi said today. He quoted Raheem Morris in the press conference. We hit an all-time low. No, we hit an all-time low for real, Sherlock?
No shit.
Is that the extent of your indignation?
That was the comment that he made today. We hit an all-time low.
Red got the quote. We suck.
Because I got to get ready for this defensive meeting real quick.
But now
in the offseason, didn't I tell you when we play Carolina, what was going to happen?
You did say
I not tell you?
Yeah, you right.
This was
the
team we needed to watch out for.
Yeah,
even though they don't look much on. They don't look much
they
on
defense.
paper.
They defense legit.
The game still got to be played. And
Yeah,
what happened today?
They showed us.
We went into Carolina. And they punched us in the mouth.
Yeah,
they was Bud Crawford. We was Canelo.
Yeah. You got. I understand.
And
they got a family feed too.
The whole game.
Yeah.
And
we couldn't stop the jab to save our life.
But they did it with a banged up offensive line.
But that's what I'm saying though. But I respect it now, y'all, because y'all making sense. Like take one game at a time. But like moving forward, man, I'm worried about this team now. I hate to say it. I ain't trying to jinx our season, but we don't have identity by week 4 against Commanders, and they just blew it out the Las Vegas Raiders too. By the way, so if we don't come and execute all 3 phases, it's gonna be ugly.
So here's my question.
Oh, it ain't, man. That's just one damn game, man.
No. Why
how you know how Washington gonna play on next Sunday?
Why are you hitting the panic button on week 3? It's too soon. We got a right to be pissed.
I know.
But
all these damn scary ass fans.
Listen, it's 14 games left in this season, man. It's 14 games left. Now, when we win, you're on an all-time high. When we lose, you go to the extreme.
Yeah, you right.
It's just week 3.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but I'm just saying.
I'm not bashing or anything like that. What I'm saying is it's the obvious things as far as our franchise. Every fan should be able to see these things, right? Like you said, Terry Fontenot right now, this is on him because his job is attached to the folks that he brought in.
Yeah, he put everything.
He's not getting rid of certain people.
He's
allowing himself to be fired. So either he's going to fire the offensive coordinator, or he's going to fire the head coach. But one of them is going to have to be removed for him to sustain his job security here in Atlanta, because he's done some great things. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if we continue to look at the track record of where we're going right now, we're not going to last too long.
And I ain't mean to cut you off, Coach. I think it's Zach for me, because I'm not even worried about the defense. Yeah, we got burnt out today, but it's the coordinator. No, I'm serious, because we keep being in and out in the red zone. We like dead last in red zones on offense side of the ball.
We're not dead last in red zone offense, man.
I'm so like getting in the red zone. Like
you feel
29
that way. We're like 28 right now, but after today, we might end up being the last team at the bottom of the red zone. I'm waiting
Man,
for John to come back because I know John want to jump back in here and speak. He was about to jump on that. I don't know if he accidentally did that or not.
but John know
Red,
I want him out though. John knew I want Zach Robinson out. He know.
well, you want everybody fired after one bad game.
No, I've been saying about
Big,
Zach Robinson though.
big
I've
word,
been
big
saying
word,
about
but
this, but I've been on his tail since that Commanders game. But you know,
But
I mean,
you
but
gotta
I'm
remember.
gonna keep the same energy all year
But,
round. I just
but
gotta
here's
see
the
improvement.
thing. I told you this, but you didn't want to listen to me. Last year was his first year as an offensive coordinator, period. That was his first time ever sitting in that chair. He had never called plays like that before. That's why I said last year, no, you give him a pass. It's this year that you need to be watching him. Last year was a learning experience. He got that one mulligan last year. He
Yeah,
got one mulligan.
but
Now
look,
everything is on you because you've been in this building for a year. You know what you have brought into this team. Now you got to catch whatever is coming towards you. But last year was not the year to do that. Just gonna be real with you on that. Last year was not the year to do that. See, he had a scapegoat with Jimmy Lake and Raheem last year. You be ready to fire everybody right off the bat. You know?
but I'm saying no. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying, Ryan. If I don't see no improvement,
Jimmy
like
Lake
by
was terrible.
October,
God,
cause no, I'm
I
serious. I
forgot
say
about
this every
that.
year. I say this every year. Around time we get around mid-season, we always fall behind the 8-ball game when
Oh,
we get close to playoff time. I'm
Jada,
just saying, if we don't improve, we might well hang it up.
but Jada, I've been saying this for the longest. I said this when he said that in the press conference. The problem is Zach Robinson wants Bijan to be Christian McCaffrey, but here's the thing: you can't make him to be Christian McCaffrey. He's got to be who he is. He has to be who Bijan is. Stop trying to make somebody out to be something else. That's the other
You
problem.
ain't lying.
You have an infatuation with
Love
Christian
with him.
McCaffrey. You had not saying I'm talking about Zach Robinson.
Yeah,
Robinson
I
had
know.
an infatuation with Christian McCaffrey. He's not a bad football player, but damn it, he's been hurt majority of his
You
career.
can run him to the ground.
Why?
And
Because
he
they
I'm just
ran
saying
into the
why he
damn
not
ground.
realizing that?
He was 90% of Carolina's offense.
That's why that's why I didn't want his ass in the
Why
first
would
place.
we continue? Why would we go to
Red,
that
me and
same
you was
model?
in the same boat. Red, we was in the same boat with that. But everybody said, no, that's a Sean McVay disciple. I said, no, y'all got to understand this. It's a difference between a disciple of a Sean McVay opposed to somebody that's just bullheaded and stubborn. I think it's time for John to take that 38, that bull whip, and that baseball bat and 2x4 and head up the Flowery Branch and handle some business. That's why I'm
But
at
see,
with it, John.
at the point, Ryan, John was right from the very beginning. We should have went with, if
All
you
right,
don't have
fellas,
all
I
these
got to go do
youngsters.
this defensive install my guys for the week. So
All
All
right, man.
right, coach.
Love.
All right, coach. Hey, I told you, man. We can go to Walmart this afternoon. They on sale for $400. It's a Vizio.
Hey, shout out to Coach Cam, man. Coach Cam and all the high school coaches, man, they getting their stuff right for this here. But let's be honest. I get that, Brant. But Coach Brant, I get it. Bijan rushed for 1,400 last year or whatnot and is leading the NFL in yards. We get that. But here's the issue with it. You have to understand this about that whole situation, Coach. The problem is you have multiple weapons that you can score with. The problem is he's trying to lock in on just one guy. One guy.
And plus the fact, okay, and I always go to this as my go-to when I want to make this point. What does Belichick do to you every time you come and played against him? Whatever you do best, take that away, make somebody else beat you make them beat you with somebody else. Okay. Man, my words getting all messed up because all them cuss words, I'm having to run through cuss words just to get a doggone English word out. Because see, thing is that, okay, they put this squarely on Michael Penix. The defensive coordinator put this squarely on Michael Penix. Same thing last week. But your offensive coordinator does not know. Man, this is your first time designing an offense. This is your first time putting an offense out. Okay, this is a chess game. If they take something away, you got to realize where their weakness is, because every time they take something away, they expose a weakness. in order for you to exploit it. You don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do that, Zach Robinson. That's my problem. I mean, I'd have slanted, dragged, and screamed them jokers to death all day long. If you're going to keep playing up like this, you're going to have too high safety. Oh, I'm going to beat you up underneath. Okay? Because what they give you is enough for you to just keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving on third downs, on fourth downs, and short yardage. Why the hell, and this is on Penix too, why the hell you trying to throw for a damn touchdown to the shortest man on the field?
Oh my
Way
God.
down.
Mooney, what are you doing, dude? That was so, I mean, if you talk about a mismatch, it was the cornerback that had the advantage. And you kept giving him an advantage by throwing it over there.
Yeah. I mean, and there were two passes. I'm going to have to go back and look at the game and pick these two passes out.
I know the one you're talking about. I remember.
Well, this is not the worst game in Falcons history. You need to go back and look
at
the
Falcons. No, we laid.
You overreacted.
Way worse.
You don't.
It's been the worst one for a while, though.
Hey, John, he don't remember. Well, he wasn't around when Fulton County Stadium was around when folks were wearing bag heads over their head. He don't. That's John. Why do you think? I don't know if you saw it, but why do you think I pulled out the bag? And
I saw you.
At the beginning.
I saw you.
Yeah, I went back to Fulton County Stadium. That's my childhood right there.
I'm trying to find the sack I had last year. I had me a sack last year. Red, you remember that sack I had on my head last year?
But here's the one thing. Now, I'm gonna tell you this here. I love, and this is the one thing, and I know this sounds evil to say this, but it is what it is. I love the fact that now that things are being exposed at this point, when you talk about all three facets of the game, I love the fact that now I don't want to hear all this Michael Penix can carry this offense like this, because I'm going to tell you right now, he can't carry the offense if he don't have nobody blocking for him up front. Now you understand what I'm saying when I talked about him getting touched too much. Penix got hit more than 5 times today. More than 5 times today he got hit. And this is what I was talking about when I said pass pro has got to be addressed. Because if you want this man to be your franchise quarterback, you got to keep him upright. You got to keep him healthy, because he's not going to be able to take too many shots like he's been doing the past 3 weeks. Penix been getting roughed up. Yeah, he's been able to deliver the ball and stuff, but y'all not looking at it. It's like a boxing match. I'm gonna give, like I said, one of my favorite fighters of all time is Mildred Taylor, Philadelphia legend, one of the best to ever do it. Unfortunately, go back and look at that Julio Cesar Chavez fight that he fought. He beat Chavez from pillar to post, but when you looked at him as the rounds went on, he took more of the damage than Chavez did in that fight, and his prime was beat out of him. The last thing that you want is your quarterback having his prime beat out of him early. It happens in all sports. You get that one game where everything is beaten out of you, and you can't do it the same. You got to keep this guy upright, and you have to keep him protected if you want things to happen. And then he got happy. He showed his human side, because let's be real. Didn't nobody want to talk about it, but go back to that national championship game and look what he looked like when people was putting hats on him. He was happy feet. He was throwing the ball all over the place like he did today. That's most quarterbacks, and I'm not putting all of it on him like that, because as I said before, when you have your pass protection that is not good, this is what you get. That right there, they pretty much, let's be real, they pretty much took away what we did best today, and that was run the football. They took that away from us. Bijan couldn't run it. They never tried to get Algier in the running game today going, and they took that away from us, and they told Penix, beat us with your arm, and he couldn't do it. And it wasn't all on him. It falls back on the trenches. If your pass pro ain't right, he's not going to put up good numbers. And most of his numbers will put up because of screens.
Now, I want, if all three of you guys How many times was Warren in the backfield as a fullback today?
Charlie Warner wasn't back there that much. He should have been back
And
there
see,
more.
all during the Minnesota game,
He was back in the backfield.
him as well as you had a full house backfield sometimes back there. So why did we change from that? What made us successful last week, this week? Why did we do that? Why did we do that?
John, read this. So Ski just posted up here. Not being able to adjust and adapt is the problem to him, to me. Sometimes you have to go different of normal to get the victory. Yes. And we've been saying this. Red, I want Reverend Red to jump on this because Red said this a minute ago. Red,
what's that?
To that comment, we said you got to attack many ways. There you go. You got somebody or whatnot who just agreed with you, and he put.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, you can't just you got all these weapons. You can't just go Bijan. You got to mix Kyle up in there. Like I said, you took away what was working. If Bijan ain't working, then dude, you got to use some of your slant routes, some of your underneath routes. How many times did you go to the Pitts today? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Pitts probably would have worked out.
Pitts would have opened everything up for everybody because you saw how they started to play and how the running game went when they hit him a few times.
Right, and then like I say, the tempo, man, you got to go quick tempo. I mean, when we were going quick tempo, the Panthers couldn't stop it. I don't know why you started to slow it back down. And honestly, every time we go quick tempo, we seem to do that better than anything. I have no idea why you go back to slowing it down. But
I want Graybeard. Can you answer this for me? What did I say earlier this week in the BirdCage LLC on our regular show? When I talked about the offense. He's laughing because he knows I'm telling the truth. He got it on mute. I want to hear this come out your mouth. You got it on mute. What did I say this week about Penix and his offense with the passing game? What did I say? Go ahead, please. I don't want to seem like I'm lying. That's why I'm asking, because you was in there with us last week when I said this.
What about the Penix and the offensive line?
I said put him in the 2-minute offense to get the game started, to get him settled in.
You had that off. You been playing that in week 1. That the 2-minute offense would get him in rhythm. So therefore, it might be able to open up the playbook a little bit more.
Exactly.
Get the ball out of his hand.
But
Thank
when
you,
we,
John.
but
John,
when we,
I was talking about getting the ball out of his hand, John. I said it last week.
Yeah,
2-minute offense should have been what we've been using with Michael Penix Jr.
But when we get up there in the pistol and trying to hand the ball off to Bijan like that, that's not our go-to play. And that the only playmaker we got on the team, because of Mac Robert can think digging the Bijan offense. I mean, digging what you expect. So I mean,
I'm going to Drake, I'm going to Pitts, Drake. All my receivers gonna get touches before Bijan. I'm saying Bijan, I'm gonna close the game out with Bijan, but I'm opening up my offense from jump. So these motherfuckers will know. You got to watch everybody on this thing. My bad, Ryan, man.
You know what?
Hey, Red.
Hey, Red, you know what? If I would have known you was gonna do that, no, wait. Red, if I would have known you was gonna do that, this is how I would have did it. As soon as you said that mother, I would have hit that.
No. See, hey, that's what the 5-second delay on radio is for. Cause see, you can't catch it. It's too quick. It's too quick.
I had my hand on it because I know when Red get to going, I know Red boy.
Hey, it's too quick. Hey, and see, that's why I can't get no thoughts out. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not flowing, because
you got to pay attention to the collection,
John. But you know what though, and I tell people all the time, the hardest thing when you
I apologize.
Red, it's cool, dog. I appreciate you acknowledging that. You good, but hey, but John, but you know what? We got to have something to laugh at today, because today it's gonna keep everybody from crying. Because that was kind of funny right there. I got to give it to you, Red. Normally, I'd be like, at this point, I can't do nothing but laugh, because guess what? You literally said how everybody is feeling.
Yeah. Hey, Red. Yeah, you absolutely right. And see, thing is, Ryan, anybody could see this. Anybody who's ever played football, ever played Madden, could see what it is that you needed to do to get a quarterback straight, to get him comfortable. All right. If you don't see your first read, either you throw it away or take off. Now, I did see Penix take off a couple of times and slide. If that's what it takes to move the ball downfield, that's your job for the day. If they're not rushing before and your linemen are handling them and a crack open up, go on through there. You don't have to get a first down on your very first run. Get 2-3 yards, fall. Okay? All right? And I mean, that's what you got to do. But see, my offensive coordinator does not know how to coach people to do things like that. Okay? That's my problem. That's my problem. And that's why when you have a young quarterback, you need someone experienced to teach him how to run an offense. You do not hire rookie offensive coordinators to coach rookie quarterbacks, because the very first thing I said last year, you're going to have a rookie offensive coordinator. Say for instance, Kirk Cousins messing up. You're going to have a first-year offensive coordinator try to tell him what he's doing wrong? I mean, do I listen to you? Son, go over there and sit down someplace. I'll take care of this.
And here's the crazy part. We haven't had a wide receiver or a tight end to score a touchdown at all this year.
No.
In 3 games.
No, we had him in touchdown scored this year.
Nobody had one score in the air. No.
How many touchdowns did we have?
Oh yeah, we had an Olay touchdown. Go on in there, son. It's all right.
Nah, both our touchdowns. Here's the thing. Our running backs have scored all of our points so far this year.
Yeah. No
here's the thing.
passing.
Now, Coach Brent, we talked about the defense today. I jumped on them first. All these fellas in this chat can tell you I jumped on them first. And then they weren't attacking. They weren't stopping the run in the middle of the field. And I said, we sweeten the gut. What that means is everybody can run up peace tree on us, as John like to say. Everybody runs up the gut on us like it's nothing.
Hey, I got a question. Was we hot today? Since we wasn't in a dome nowhere, were we too hot? Was it warm out there? Did somebody have some allergies or something going on? Because I mean, this defense and the offense look like we playing on grass. We outside. Man, I'd open that damn dome up and turn the heat up to 90 damn degrees for every home game to make these jokers look here, man. You're gonna play in the cold, you're gonna play in the warm, you're gonna play in the hot, you're gonna play in the muddy.
That means you better tell Falcon fans, y'all better go ahead and bundle up if they're gonna open up the
That's right. They need to open it. Man, look, this team is spoiled. This team, I mean, man, it's just so much crazy that just went on today that it's been a long time. It's been a long time I've been this damn disgusted with this team, because this was disgusting. This is dumpster juice, chitlin, man. This is pitiful.
It's more like fried buzzard.
Get ready to be more disgusted, because the offense didn't even get into the red zone today.
But man, look, boy.
Red
31 yard line. That's the closest we came.
Yeah.
Can I just? I'm gonna go ahead and say it because it's not bad. Because we say this word on here, but I'm gonna say it like this. We just took a good old fashioned ass whipping today.
Oh,
that's what that was.
Yeah.
That's
why I ain't really tripping. I mean, 30-0. What the fuck can you say? We got beat. The game. I mean, trash, offensive trash, defense. I can say didn't play up to their par. 30-0, man. I'm throwing the game away and getting ready for the Redskins. But we still got 14 games to go.
Here's the thing: the Tampa Bay Bucks are 3-0 in the season, fellas.
Yeah, they can't.
They'll turn
They
it
are
away.
3-0 in the season. The game that we let go, we literally gave up the draws.
Carolina 1-0 in the division.
And see, and this was the thing. The difference between them losing and winning last week was Baker Mayfield. Because if you looked at both teams were beating the snot out of each other. Okay. It was Baker Mayfield getting to lose. What was our problem with the defense with defense the first game against Tampa Bay? Baker Mayfield getting loose. Okay. But and see, from what I'm seeing, we are trying desperately to make Michael Penix strictly a pocket passer. He's supposed to have all kinds of options, everything straight from the pocket to read where he doesn't have to run. But in today's NFL, you got to be able to get on your bicycle and go to the store. You got to be able to get on your bicycle and go to the store and avoid traffic. All right? Every now and then. And see, in addition to Carolina beating us, we beat ourselves. We beat ourselves too. Man, when Ray fielded the punt and his own man took him out down there.
Yeah, that was Billy Bowman.
Woo,
Man, that dude right there, man.
I thought B. John was out. Excuse me. I thought Ray was out because he took him out. I mean, he took him out. Oh boy. And coach, yes, we played Falcons football.
Here's the crazy part: when Arthur Blank wanted somebody in here that understood how to win, and I know a lot of people say, "Well, he ain't have Brady." Here's my thing: when you had a chance to get Bill Belichick and you let him walk, that's the stupidest thing you could have did. You were more worried about your relationships in the building with people opposed to winning. And my thing is, the hell with the relationships. I want to win. I don't care. Business is business. And at this point, you think about it. It was a lot of credible coaches that you had first swing at, and you brought this dude in. You had Jim Harbaugh, who is a solid coach, who would have built this thing from the ground up. It wouldn't have been pretty right off the bat, but I guarantee you this: we wouldn't have got it handled. He would have been able to talk to your quarterbacks and understand how to get them to play, because guess what? He was a starting quarterback in the league, and he won games, and he won playoff games. So again, when you look at it, you had him. You could have brought Lovie Smith in, and at the end of the day, the Falcons, and I'm gonna say this, and y'all can take it how y'all want to. The Falcons will continue to underachieve and never be a great organization until we start getting rid of folks that don't need to be here. And the problem is this: as long as Arthur Blank has Rich McKay here and has all the garbage that's floating through here, we're going to continue to see mediocrity. The best chance that we had to win a championship was 2016, and we messed that up. And ever since then, we have not been right ever since.
Yeah, that's
and let's be real. And Dan Quinn went to Washington, and you see what he's doing. He's winning. He took a rookie quarterback to the NFC Championship game. Don't matter how it happened. Don't matter what the schedule was like. He did that. So at the end of the day, and here's the other thing: shout out to the New York Jets. They gave Tampa a fight. Don't be surprised that the Jets don't get us in New York, because they actually fight. Every game that they have not won, they have showed fight in them games, and they've lost at the end. They're a tough team. Aaron Glenn is a hell of a coach, and you see the drastic change that they have. Yes, they're 0-3 right now, but go back and look at what they did to Tampa. Go back and look what they did to Pittsburgh. Go back and look at what they've done so far. You see the changes. It's just got to come together. That's all. But guess what? He's only been there for 1 year, and you see the changes already. I saw it when I went to training camp. John, that's a Bill Parcells disciple. Outside of Parcells, he worked with Belichick. And when you talk about it in practice, guess what? When you saw guys in stretch lines, wasn't too much joking, wasn't too much laughing. Guys was getting ready and getting right for practice. It's a standard that you set. He was setting that standard from the jump. You get what I'm saying? Even though it was vanilla, he was letting folks know that, listen, we got this here under control. I'm gonna need some time to get this right, but I can tell you right now, we're not gonna be a bad football team. And it's just what it is. And at this point, the Colts are a dangerous team, and we still got to play them. So
they 3-0.
We got some killer teams we got to play, and if we don't get this offense together or this defense, it's gonna be a long season.
I told y'all when, and every year y'all ask the same question. It's on my show, on everybody's show.
Yep.
What's the toughest team on the schedule?
That team that wear that Falcon logo.
And I always answer the same way. And today you saw it. Now, y'all think back. Red, Graybeard, Ryan, what would your coach have done to you if you did something like this?
Hey, son.
What would your coach have done? And see, I'm looking at Mike Tomlin up in Pittsburgh. I'm looking at Mike Tomlin up in Pittsburgh. What do you think Mike Tomlin would have done?
It'd have been just like this. Hey, son, I need you to come have a seat.
You know, I'm talking about the whole team, in addressing the team, the team and talking to the team.
Oh,
man.
John. All I can say is that right there is really dangerous at this point. Just got to bring up something that just happened. I don't know if you guys got to hear about it or see it.
No.
Najee Harris just tore his Achilles tendon, and they actually got him when he was pushing off, and his Achilles popped, and he literally looked like a car catching a flat tire. And you saw it pop.
No, man.
So San Diego just lost their starting running back. Yeah, he was in the backfield taking his counter step and getting ready to push off, to take the handoff through the hole. You literally saw him step back, and you saw his foot, like right when you push off. You saw that the back part of right before his calf. You actually saw his calf just look like jello, and he just fell down.
Woo! Yeah. See that's a hyperextension of that Achilles tendon where people will have their foot flat and try to push off of it instead of coming off of the ball of their feet. And see, basketball players do that all the time. I never did that, taking off. When I took off, I took off on the balls of my feet. I never stepped back and then try to take off, man. Ooh, that's really an unnatural movement. That's really an unnatural movement. Calf wasn't designed to stretch like that. No.
But I feel for him because he was just getting ready to take a routine handoff. Now here's the thing, and the reason I'm bringing that up is this: the way we run Bijan into the ground or whatnot, when you have fatigue and different things of that sort.
Yeah.
What if he gets hurt? What are you gonna do then, Zach Robinson? It's the reason I just brought this up, because the way that you're using Bijan at this point, you could literally injure this dude permanently because the way you work him. I get he wants to be a workhorse, but sometimes you have to protect the player from himself. So sometimes you need to take some of those carries away from him. He's not in a situation like Walter Payton was, where he had to be the offense. You get what I'm saying? He's not in a situation where he's Jim Brown, where he's got to be the offense. He's in a situation where he's got somebody that can carry the load. We got to just do a little bit better with our management. But final thoughts today, gentlemen, with the Falcons losing, and what do y'all feel needs to change with this team? I'm gonna start with Red, and then Graybeard, and then John, and then myself.
Well, I mean, like I say, I can't ignore this anymore. Zach, I'm looking at you, man, because I'm still with my defense. This offense, it's got to become more creative. And really, the bottom line, the offense just got to become more intelligent. How about that? How about just stop looking so ignorant on the field at times? Just become more intelligent, become more self-aware, and like I say, become more consistent. 'Cause we got to start scoring points, man. I mean, if not, like you say, it's gonna be a long season. I never thought the offense would be the thing that's holding us back. But man, it's about to be a long season if Zach gonna get together. But the thing is, I don't think Phoenix is the problem. If Zach is the problem, Zach will go. I mean, because Zach ain't the most important. Phoenix is the most important person on the team right now. So Zach, you really coaching for your job. I hope somebody lets them know that. And with the way Raheem pay attention to these podcasts and our content, he'll eventually they gonna start to feel it. Zach gonna start to feel the heat, and he'll eventually be coaching for his job. So y'all keep putting the heat on Zach. And like I say, something gonna have to change. Or else if it ain't Zach gonna be up out here, it's gonna be Zach and Raheem. But it ain't gonna be Raheem. Zach will be gone before Raheem. That's my final thoughts.
Raheem happy ass need to be out the door. I don't give a damn.
He probably ain't gonna get fired the next year though, so I ain't gonna even talk about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for having me today, Ryan. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Hey man, thank you for coming through, Red. We're gonna get you again next week. Hopefully it'll be on a better note if we can beat Washington this week.
We're gonna beat Washington. We're gonna go into the bye 2-2. So they just one game. Hold your head up, fellas.
Look,
still optimistic.
Here's the thing. Jaden Daniels might be banged up still with that knee, so we might get our revenge on Mariota.
I would love that, but hey, that would be nice. That'd be nice.
Tell the folks where they can find you at, Mr. Red.
Y'all know where to find me at Facebook, 24/7. Saturday mornings, my show, 10:30 or 11 a.m. You know how we do it sometimes during the football season. May come on a little early. But Saturday mornings, Red and Real Sports Show. Wednesdays, the Eye Test. And however you see me, I'm on Facebook. Y'all know if I'm Atlanta Bird Gang, all around. Go Falcons. Rise up, baby. I'll let you, Ryan. John, Graybeard. Nice chatting with you, fellas.
All right, Red.
All right, Red.
John. We always let our guests get their stuff right now, and then we'll see what's up. So what you got, John? What's your final thought for this before we shut the altar down and go in the back and count up this money?
Put somebody at the door because they coming to get their money back. They coming to get their money back. Man, you can't do your fans like this. You can't do your fans like this. Okay? This right here is worse than that first drop on the screen machine at Six Flags. We were flying high, but now we done bottomed out. Man, it's just like we went, instead of the splash ride splashing on the side, we went underwater in the splash ride. Okay? This invalidates every positive thought, every inkling that you had a football team. A loss like this puts everybody's job on the line. All of a sudden, you know, we had some things we were talking about. We had some things that we were concerned about from the previous game, but this was a collapse. This was worse than I-85 right after the Super Bowl collapse downtown. I mean, it's this man. You know, if you weren't an alcoholic, I can understand you being one after this one. I can understand you, whatever type of substance that you use just to make it through the night. I understand you taking it because this was bad. Now, what do we do to correct it? We've been talking about this for weeks before this got to this point. We've been talking about things to make this better before we got to this point. I'm just a retired old post office supervisor that's got a PlayStation and a TV that have come on. and I see how to correct this. They paying you guys millions of damn dollars, and this is what you present to the Atlanta fan base as a football team, as a strategy, as a method for going to the Super Bowl. This is the best that you've got? Man, I have always been a fan of having a fan when their team is messing up. Put the fan in a bulletproof cage down there and just let him cuss the team out at halftime and at the end of the game. Just cuss them out to let them know exactly how we feel about their performance. If, okay, hey, you guys say that the coach can't do it because they're grown men, they got mortgages and all this type of stuff. Okay, don't let the coach do it. Let me do it. I'll do it for free. I would do it for free. I will cuss they natural behind out. Y'all got to give better effort than this. You stupid. Oh boy. Woo boy. I see what Will Clarity said. I see what he said. Hey, he absolutely right. We are Falcons fans. We are gluttons for punishment. We are gluttons for punishment, man. You know, this is my hometown team. I got to root for them because this is my entry into the National Football League. There's no other team here. Okay, there's no AFC team here for me to root for like you got up there in New York and out there in Los Angeles. You know, you got a choice.
Remember, in the state of Florida, they got 3 choices.
They got 3 choices. Okay, this is the only choice I got in Georgia.
Think about it. They got 2 AFC teams and 1 NFC team.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
all I got
right now, unfortunately.
You know, I would just have to stop following football or be a turncoat and follow some other team in another city. You know, now I respect those teams for what they've done.
You didn't be a Steelers fan during the 70s when they was kicking ass.
Well, thing was that, you know, now I noticed all of the teams during the time that I was growing up. You know, that I had favorite people on those teams or whatever. But when the Falcons got a team, yes, I got me a team in my hometown. All right, let's go. But damn, that's all I can come up with. Damn.
John, I'm going to say this, and I got to pass it to Great Bit, and we're going to shut it down. Here's the thing. We had a chance to bring Don Shula in here. A lot of the young folks don't know that. Now, you know about it because you was around when the team first got here. So, John, think about this. You had a chance to bring Don Shula in here, and because of the fact that you had 2 idiots that were running the team that didn't want to give up power to this man, you passed up on one of the greatest coaches of all time. And then not just that. Could you imagine if Atlanta was the team that had a perfect season, 17-0? Could you imagine that?
We had a chance to have Parcells. They had told us about Parcells and Bobby Bethel. We go get Norm Hecker. Boy.
John, all I'm going to say is this.
Woo, boy.
You passed on some of the greatest coaches of all time during, like, us being Falcon fans. We passed on some of the greatest coaches. And here's the thing. You bring in Raheem Morris. You pass on a Ben Johnson and all these other coaches that were looking to become head coaches at that time. You pass on them. And guess what? We're stuck with what we're stuck with right now. And a lot of people wanted to stick up for Raheem, but here's my thing. I say this with all due respect. And you are in a situation now where all your moves you have made are questioned now. So everything you do is going to be questionable at this point. All the catchy phrases and all that, that's pretty much out the window. Now, people are pretty much going to start looking for you to get the hell up out this city now, because you've literally put us in the position to bring in great players, and you're not putting them in the position to win. That's a problem. So, John, tell the folks where they can find you at, man.
Tonight, I'm allowed to be sitting right here in this chair, finishing off the last of the Jack Daniel that I got from a donation that I had But as far as Falcons football content, and just saying the name just makes me sick today. But we'll be on the eye test Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. All what you couldn't say here at this hour, I'm inviting you, Ryan. I'm inviting Graybeard. I'm inviting everybody to come on and tell it like it ISR in whatever language you want to use, whatever colorful metaphors you want to use, whatever cuss words you can think of. Mix some cuss words up. Invent a new one.
John, you really want me to come on your show?
Ryan, everybody in your family will be asleep, so you can say what you want to doggone say. Don't come on, man. Hey, that's the way we do. It is uncut, uncensored Falcons talk, and talk on whatever else that we might decide to go on to. But see, we're gonna have enough fun for everybody this coming Wednesday after what you just saw.
You ain't lying. That's all I say. But definitely, we appreciate you for coming through, Big John. As always, the cricket.
All right, great bid. Take it easy, man.
All right, my guy.
You got to help me count the money in the back or whatnot. So we got him covered. Hey, great bid, man. Go ahead and eat your dinner, man, and just chill out for the rest of the night. Because after this right here, you might as well go ahead and get ready for work tomorrow.
Man, I just have no words to speak of right now. All I can think about is how the team gonna respond next week. Like back in the hometown with the home crowd. Hell, if the home crowd gonna show up after witnessing this embarrassment, this atrocity that happened to us this afternoon. But man, look, all they can do is they got to rebound, man. They got to give us the fans, the people that defend this team, to hell and high water. Cutting to go out there and stand on right now, because this wasn't it. I don't want no smiling faking. I want to be determined, pissed off faking, and see how we can get back to 500. Because right now we got a steep hill to climb, being 0-2 in this weak division among anything. So yeah, I'm about to go and enjoy my food, get my mind focused for tomorrow, and get ready to be embarrassed, because everybody in my workplace is gonna go out there and clown me, and I gotta shield this team with my everlasting glory.
Now, here's one thing I'm gonna say before I slide out of here. Now, I got a coworker that didn't give me that. Now, here's my thing. I don't go looking to talk trash like a lot of y'all do. That's just something I just don't do. And the reason being, because I know what happens with the Falcons. Why am I gonna ask for that? Now, this joker, he's gonna remain nameless, but he worked with me. Now, when we won and beat Minnesota the way we did last week, he ain't want nothing to do with me. But when we lost to Tampa, he purposely came to my work door and knocked on it. Hey, man, what happened with Tampa? And he's watching right now. So, yeah, listen. If you're not going to keep that same energy with me all the way around when we win ball games, don't do it when we lose. Makes you look bad. Makes you look bad, man. Come on. At least keep that same energy when we win, too. But he's an Eagles fan, so I got to shout him out or whatnot. You know, they finally want to start winning because they got all them damn Georgia players over there, but it's all good.
They came back. They went down.
Yep. Jordan Davis blocked the last field goal of the day and ran it back for a touchdown. In the ball game, he blocked it and ran it back. So, again,
must be nice.
Must be nice to actually have a consistent defense. Yeah, I'm talking trash. Y'all can say what y'all want. They got a consistent defense. We don't.
A consistent team.
Hell, they offense struggled at one point this season. But guess what? The defense covered it up. And then when the offense started to win last week with Kansas City, hey, it is what it is. They found a way to win. It's called consistency.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts went off today, man.
It's called consistency. We need that. So
we need appreciate
you coming through, my boy. Definitely I'll see you this week. I'm gonna have a bumper to bumper for you guys this week. You guys can hear the thoughts once we, talk logic. feelings will be out, but you're also gonna get some real opinions on that. So we'll definitely see you Thursday, 8 p.m. You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. So for me, the historian, everybody that came through from John to Coach Cam, K-Dub, Charisma, Red, Will, Nick, everybody that's come through, and then the folks in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate you. We love you. And hey, we'll get this thing right. It's only week 3. Don't sit there and hit the panic button just yet. We got it. You either get right or you get left. Ghost.